Okay, so as promised, we're going to start working on place value. So at the top, you're going to have your name. Underneath it, it actually tells us our directions. So we're going to represent the number in pictorial form and expanded form. Then we're going to answer questions about the value of the digits. Here you will see different place value discs. You are able to move these around. You're able to drag them around. Here is what our first question says. Melanie took a picture and noticed there were 3,425 flowers in the picture. How would you represent this number pictorially? How would you represent this number in expanded form? What is the value of the digit 3? And what is the value of the digit 9? So we have to do 4 different things for this one number. And remember, it's written right now in standard form because that's how we're used to seeing it. So the first thing we're going to do is look at it pictorially. We're going to draw it in pictures. And I'm going to use my place value discs to help me with that. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm actually going to make a place value chart. It helps me keep everything organized, and I would like for you to do the same thing. So you're going to have the number 3,425. So I have my thousands place, my hundreds place, my tens place, and my ones place. Remember, I have my comma that separates all of my hundreds from my thousands. So I have 3,425, and I've color-coded it to help us. So I want to make a picture that represents this. So I need 3,000. So I'm going to drag 3 of my thousands down. So I have 1, 2, 3. So it says I needed 3,000. So now I have 1,000, 2,000, 3,000. So I'm going to do the same thing with my hundreds. How many hundreds do I need? That's right, I need 4. So I'm going to have 1, 2, 3, 4. Now I have my 4 hundreds. Then I'm going to move to my tens place. I need 2 tens, 1, 2, and now I need 5 ones. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I have modeled this with my place value discs, and I have made it in a pictorial form. I could have used base 10 blocks also. I chose to use my place value discs. So the next thing that we're going to do is we're going to use all of this and we're going to put it into expanded form. Now remember from our vocabulary, expanded form is where we take our number 3,425 and we break it into the different place values. So I'm going to do exactly that. So if I look at my thousands first, I have 1, 2, 3. But I could count by thousands. So I have 1,000, 2,000, 3,000. So for my expanded form, that's what I'm going to do first. I have 3,000. And I'm going to say plus, because I'm not done. I have other numbers to look at. Then I'm going to move to my hundreds place. So let's do that. I'm going to count by hundreds. So let's see how many hundreds we have. 100, 200, 300, 400. So then I'm going to write 400 plus, because I'm still not done. Now I'm going to move to my tens place. 10, 20, so I'm going to write 20 plus, and then I'm in my ones place. So if I'm in my ones place, I just count by ones. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And you'll notice after the 5, I don't have a plus because I'm done. Now, these are all color-coded to help me remember which one it went with. But if I was just writing it, I wouldn't color code them necessarily. So if I wanted to just write it in an expression, I would write it like this. 3,000 plus 400 plus 20 plus 5. And if I actually added 3,000 plus 400 plus 20 plus 5, I would get all the way back up here to our number of 3,425. Now, I also want to know what is the value of the digit 3. So help me find the 3. What color is the 3? That's right, it's yellow. And the yellow helps us say that it is in the thousands place. But I want to know the value. How much is it actually worth? So if I have 3 thousands, how much is the digit 3 worth? That's right, it is worth 1,000, 2,000, 3,000. So it is worth 3,000. What if I wanted to know the value of the digit 5? So the first thing I have to do is figure out where the 5's at. Well, I'm going to come back to my place value chart, and I see my 5 is right here. If I have 5 ones, I'm just going to count by 1 5 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So the value of the digit 5 is 5. So So let's look at another question. Let's look at this question. Again, I have my directions, represent the number in pictorial form and standard form, then answer questions about the value of the digits. Again, I have my place value discs where I'm able to drag them to where I need them to go. And then I have my question. There are 50,000 plus 100 plus 30 plus 7 pieces of paper in the school. How would you write this number in standard form? How would you represent this number in pictorial form? What is the digit in the 10,000s place? What is the digit in the ones place? So just like we did with the last question, I want to represent it in different ways. Now, with this question, it's actually written in expanded form. So sometimes we have to go from standard form to expanded form like we did in the last question. But sometimes you have to go from expanded form all the way to standard form, which is what we're going to do right now. So the first thing I'm going to do is my picture. Again, I'm going to have my place value chart. This time I have a number that's in the 10,000s place, so I actually have a 10,000s place on my place value chart. Now I'm going to actually draw my picture, or I'm going to use my place value discs to model my picture first, and then I'm going to actually fill in the place value chart. So this says I have 50,000, so I need 50 of my 10, or I need 5 of my 10,000s to get me up to 50,000. So 10,000, 20,000, 30,000, 40,000, 50,000. So now I have 50,000. Now I'm going to go to my thousands place. But if I look at my number, do I have any thousands? No, I don't have any thousands. So since I don't have any, I'm going to leave it blank. And I'm going to move to my next place, which is my hundreds. So if I look at my number, how many hundreds am I going to need? That's right, I'm going to need 1. So I have 100. Then it says plus, so that means I'm going to keep going. Now it says 30. So that's my 10s. So I'm going to count my 10s until I get to 30. So 10, 20, 30. Now I'm going to move to, it says plus, so then I'm going to move to my ones place. And I have 7. So now I'm going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Now I've modeled my number pictorially, or with a picture, or with my place value discs, but I want to fill in my place value chart. So how many 10,000s did I use? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I'm going to put the number 5 in the 10,000s place. How many thousands did I use? I didn't use any, right? But I still have to put a number in here. So what number represents nothing? That's right, 0. So I'm going to put my 0 here. I have my comma. Now I move to my hundreds. How many hundreds did I use? Just 1. How many 10s did I use? 1, 2, 3. So I'm going to put a 3 right here. And how many 1s did I use? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So I used 7 1s. So I'm going to put a 7 there. So really what we just did is we took it from expanded form and we made it into standard form with our place value chart. But in this box down here, I'd actually like to write the number in standard form. So I'm going to use all the different numbers from my place value chart in the same order, and I'm going to make it into standard form. So when I do that, I can see that my number is 50,137. So I went from expanded form, where it was broken up by place value, and I turned it into standard form, which is how we usually write the number. Now there are 2 more questions just to make sure we're good with our place value chart. So my first question is, what digit is in the 10,000s place? Now remember from our vocabulary we talked about digit. Digit is just the number that is written, not the value. So what digit is in the 10,000s place? Well, let's go back to our place value chart. So if I go to my place value chart, I found 10,000 and I see it says the number 5. So I'm going to write the number 5, or the digit 5. The next one says what digit is in the ones place. So again, I'm going to go back to my place value chart and I'm going to find where it says ones. There it is. And it says that it has the number 7. So the digit that's in the ones place is 7. Let's look at one more question. So sometimes you're going to have a multiple choice question that looks like this. So again, we have our directions, and I want you to represent this number in pictorial form and expanded form. And then I want you to answer some questions. So it says that Miss Hilton drove her truck 17,809 miles last year, which is the same value as 17,809. And you're given A, B, C, and D. Now, when we are working on stuff together, it is okay to look at these, but I also want you to be able to show your work and prove your answer. So I want you to actually cover up your answer choices. So they're still there. I just covered them up. And if you need to, you could use a piece of paper or a sticky note or whatever you have available to you. Or if you're using the computer, you can just put a big shape like I did. So now it's just like the questions we just looked at. So I have the number 17,809, and I want to make it into a pictorial form. So first thing I'm going to do is put my place value chart. And I filled in my place value chart already with the number. So here's my 17,809. Now again, I'm going to actually model it with my place value discs. Remember, I can just drag them down. So it says I need 1 10,000. So there's my 1 10,000. I need 7 thousands. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Now I'm going to move to my hundreds, and I need 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. How many tens do I need? I don't need any, so I'm going to leave it blank, and I'm going to move to my ones, and I need 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Now I've modeled it pictorially, and I'm going to use this to help me with my expanded form. Now with the expanded form, remember, I'm going to actually write the entire value. So for my 10,000s, I only needed 1 10,000. So I'm going to write 10,000 plus, now I move to my thousands. So let's count by thousands. 1,000, 2,000, 3,000, 4,000, 5,000, 6,000, 7,000. So I have 7,000, so I'm going to write 7,000 plus, I'm going to move to my eights, or I'm sorry, to my hundreds, and I have 8 of them, so I'm going to count by hundreds. 100, 200, 300, 400, 500, 600, 700, 800. I'm going to write 800 plus, I don't have any tens, so I'm not going to worry about that, so I'm going to go to my next place, and I have my ones, and I have 9 of them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And again, you'll notice that I don't put the plus sign behind it. And this is beautiful because it's all color-coded, but I want it to all be together in an expression. So when I do that, it would say 10,000 plus, 10,000 plus 7,000 plus 800 plus 9. But remember, this was a multiple choice question, so let's actually uncover our answers and see which answer it actually is. So when I take away my covering, I can actually see. So I have to match this number to whatever these answers are. So this expression is matched with my answer choices. So let's look at letter A. 10,000 plus 7,000 plus 800 plus 9. That's exactly what this says, so I'm excited. But I'm going to double check just to make sure I didn't mess up somewhere. This one says 100,000 plus 70,000 plus 800 plus 9. Well, we didn't have any 100,000, so I know I can cross that one out. The next one says 10,000 plus 7,000. Ooh, those are good. Plus 800, that's good. But this says plus 90. I didn't have 90, I had 9. So again, I'm going to cross it out. This one says 1,000 plus 7,000 plus 800 plus 9. I didn't have 1,000, I had 10,000. So I'm going to go ahead and cross it out. So we were right. Our answer was A. So I'm going to go ahead and circle A.